I went to college at Columbia University in New York and majored in political science and intended to go to law school, and I thought probably entertainment law, but certainly doing what I do today wasn't on my radar. I had the good fortune of meeting a woman named Diane Mayer, who at the time was the vice president of video promotion at Capitol Records. And she was telling me a little bit about what she did, and kind of a light bulb went off. I said, man, I want to be close to talent. Why didn't I ever think about working at a record label and exploring that? So went home that night. I remember telling all my buddies in the dorm that I just had this epiphany, and I'm sure none of them paid attention. But the next day, a girlfriend of one of my roommates emailed me. She said, I happened to be on the job site at Columbia and saw a posting for an internship at Interscope in video promotion. Why don't you go check it out? So I did, and I showed up in a suit, and the guy hiring laughed at me. He said, don't ever wear a suit to a record label again, but you're hired. And so, you know, the internship wasn't great. I didn't learn too much, but the one thing I did learn about was A&R, that existed and what an A&R person did, and it really piqued my interest. So when I finished school in 2003, I moved back to LA and couldn't get a job anywhere. It was right when the labels were really feeling the effects of Napster, and everyone was letting people go. I couldn't even get in the door for an interview. And I joined a temp agency that I found out supplied people to the entertainment business in LA. And that's where a little bit of lightning struck. When I was signing up at the temp agency, Interscope Records called and said, we need a temp for a few days for a guy named Martin Kierszenbaum, who at that time was an A&R person, but also the head of international marketing. And they said, do you want to go in? And I said, absolutely. So I did 3 days temping for Martin, and you know, politicked and left my resume, and they called me a month later and said, Martin's looking to hire a second assistant. He really liked you. How about coming in and temping for a little bit longer? So I did. I temped for a month, and I got a full-time job out of it.